Namaste, it's Sahara Rose, and welcome back to the Highest Self podcast, a place where we discuss what makes you your soul's highest evolvement. This is a download I'm super receiving and feeling like everyone listening right now needs to hear. And that's, we need to stop waiting for that perfect opportunity. So many of us, we wait for all of our ducks to be in a row until we make that next move. And we think we have to have everything figured out to move forward. You know, once that deal falls into place, or once that opportunity falls in my lap, or once I have this degree and this much work experience and blah, 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 then I can da-da-da-da-da. And the thing is, whatever that goal that you've set for yourself that you need to achieve to start living life on your terms, whenever that happens, with that mindset that you need to wait for something external to start taking control of your internal life, you're never going to reach that milestone. Because even once you get that degree, you're going to make up something else that you need. Even when you have enough money saved up in the bank, there's going to be something else that you still need more of. Because with that mindset, you are saying that I am not enough as is. I need more validation, more recognition, more finances, more people knocking at my door for me to start living my purpose. And that's not how it happens, my friends. People aren't going to congregate around you saying, hey, we want to hear what you have to say. No. You have to be that crazy person talking on a crowded street where no one is listening, handing out your book until one person chooses to stop and listen. And then maybe another, and maybe another. And then you begin to have a group. And then you begin to interact with them and see what they want to learn from. And you begin to grow. And that's how the dialogue and the movement is built. But you're never going to see a group of people stop on the street around someone who's not talking and just give them their undivided attention. And that's how so many of us are acting. We're saying, why don't I have a social media following? Honey, what are you posting? Why don't I have a great business? What are you working on? Why aren't people coming to me for the solutions of this? Well, are you sharing any answers? You see, life is not going to fall into place. You have to put the pieces in place. You have to go out there into the unknown and have so much trust and so much belief in yourself that it convinces others to believe in you too. You have to be ruthless in your self-belief. You have to have no hesitation. Because if you're not sure of yourself, if you don't think you're ready, if there is an ounce of doubt that you may not be able to truly make it, other people will feel that instantly. And they won't trust you. And they are not going to hire you as their coach. They're not going to invest their money in you. They're not going to let you manage their careers. They're not going to put anything in value in you because you're obviously not valuing yourself. So if we want to move forward, if we want to live life on our own terms, we have to start embodying that. We have to start making decisions and fully trusting ourselves in them. We have to want it. And I'm not just saying, oh yeah, I want $1 million. Yeah, I want to win the lottery. You have to want it to the point that you are willing to experience pain for it. You are willing to experience discomfort for it. You are willing to lose friends, approval, acceptance, love. You are willing to lose anything to become that version of you. And that might take letting down your family. And that may take letting go of some old friends. And that may take letting go of a version of you that you've gotten really comfortable with. And a paycheck that pays the bills, even though you don't really like the job, but at least you know it's coming. You have to want it that bad that you are willing to let go of all of that for the possibility that there is something more. Because if you're not willing to risk, you're moving backwards. Because life is on a trajectory. We are always moving forwards. We are propelling in time and space. Energy is in constant motion. So if you're remaining stagnant, you're actually moving backwards. It's like those flat elevators at the airport that you walk on to move faster. Do you know what I'm talking about? The conveyor belts. If you're just standing on it, you're moving backwards. But if you're taking strides and strides and strides, you're moving forwards, even when energy is propelling you the other way, even when people are telling you that you cannot, even when life is throwing curveballs at you, you are still moving forwards. You are moving faster than that conveyor belt. And that's the attitude we have to have. We have to say, I'm going to get it done no matter what it takes. There is no possibility, no chance of this not working out. It's happening. And it can happen either through this door or through that door or maybe through over here. And that's going to be your journey to figure it out. But it's happening. I'm seeing so many people lack that certainty. And I used to be one of them. I remember being 23 years old, telling people, oh, you're so lucky that you get to live life on your own terms. My parents would never let me do that. You're so lucky you got to just do what you want. I can't because my parents said I have to be a real estate agent. Oh, you don't know what it's like. I have family issues. Bullshit. That was a bunch of bullshit, a story, a narrative that I created to keep me playing small. Honestly, it was coming out of my own comfort zone. It wasn't the truth. It wasn't the true me. Because not being your fullest expression because you're afraid of losing someone's approval is your own limiting belief. Because approval is not a tangible thing. There's no block. There's no wall of approval. It's something in your head. Whether you have someone's approval or not, it actually doesn't affect you. You don't need people's approval to move through life. And if you do think you need that, you're not going to go very far. You're going to end up going through the middle of the herd because that's where the people who get all the approval stay. If you want to move forward ahead of the herd, if you want to lead the herd, if you want to pave a new way, you want to break out of the norm, you're going to get a lot of disapproval. You're going to get a lot of people shaking their head at you and not understanding what the hell you're doing because you're creating something new, different, unknown. And when you play big, you trigger the parts of people that are still playing small. And that's why you will see right in front of you friends that are not on your path are going to drop. Relationships that are not serving your higher good, they'll vanish. Everything that is not moving at your speed will make itself very known to you. And it's your choice if you decide to sit back and say, oh, well, I can't leave this, I can't lose that, and slow down your speed. Or if you do the responsible thing and with honor, let that thing go so you can continue to move forward. So where do we start? We start by taking action. You don't need to know what is awaiting for you at the top of the mountain. You don't need to have experienced the summit before taking the hike. You take the hike so you can see what is awaiting at the summit. That is the whole experience. No one climbs Mount Everest having been on top of Mount Everest. There's no fun to that. The whole point is we don't know. And if you're looking for someone to tell you, good luck. Because no coach, no friend, no parent, no mentor, no spouse, no one is fully able to tell you what you need to be ready and what steps to take. Sure, they can guide you from their point of knowledge, but they're not you. So stop bouncing around and asking for people's advice when you know full-heartedly what you need to be doing, but you're waiting for someone else to echo that. Because the truth is, we all know what it is that we need to do. But it's our mind that's getting in the way. It's just repeating this false story, this false illusion with all of these excuses that come from victim mentality. That come from, oh, well, I didn't have a good upbringing. Oh, well, I didn't grow up with money. Oh, well, I'm not educated enough. X, Y, Z. Interesting how the world's most successful people are college dropouts. If you think having a degree is your entryway to effortless success, you're living in the old paradigm. Because this is a new time that we create our own rules. And the people who are the most successful are those who collaborate, those who take risks, those who take action, those who look and think outside of the box, those who question the norm, and those who every single day move forward. They never repeat a day. If you're repeating a day, day after day, which is what 99% of people are doing, you're moving backwards. All it takes is a decision. Decision that you don't want to live like this anymore. That this isn't for you. That you were born for higher purpose. You weren't born to pay bills and have a job that you kind of can't stand, to save enough money to go to happy hours, and then eventually an all-inclusive resort in Cancun, and then go on a juice cleanse, and blah, 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 and blah, 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 and every single day feels the exact same, except maybe you ate something different or watched a different movie, and that's the highlight of your life. It's sad. It's sad that that's how most people are living. Why? Because that's what society has taught us to. But let's not blame society, and let's not blame our parents, because everyone is trying hardest from their point of knowledge. No one knows the answers. We are changing in this point of time. The world is different today than it was last year. The world is radically different today than it was when your parents and your teachers were born. So we have to look around us and be intuitive and take the next steps according to what feels in the greatest alignment in that moment. And that's how we move forward. You know, you never know what one event is going to lead you to. You never know what one email can uncover for you. That's the beauty of life, that one casual conversation can evolve into a beautiful business partnership. That one person that you met at a networking event could be that one introduction that you needed for your literary agent. That's why collaboration is key. Getting out of your bubble is key. And taking action is necessary. So whatever it is right now, and you know what it is that you need to be doing, I want you to full-heartedly own it. Stop denying it. Stop pretending it's not there. Because the more you ignore it and deny it, the more it's going to show up in your face until it turns into a situation that you cannot deny. And that situation can look like a screaming fight or a breakup or losing your job or something tragic. And when that happens, I'm not going to feel bad for you. And you shouldn't feel bad for yourself either. Because that's exactly what you needed to move on. The universe will provide you with the exact situation you need to move forward. And honey, it's been providing you with these situations. You just haven't been listening. But now you are. You're listening. And you're ready to move forward with that inner guidance, that guru in you. You are ready to make that mess your message. That is the purpose. That is the path. And that is why we're here. Namaste.